strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine.
Hey everybody, it's Bulldog back with another video talking about Jedi Knight Luke, who basically just details just got released, and it's a little bit of mixed emotions right now. So everybody's been waiting for Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, and we all assumed, or at least I assumed, I know a lot of us assumed that he was going to be a galactic legend, and it turns out he is not a galactic legend, and that was really shocking to me because in the past the devs had talked about how that when Luke came to the game, that they wanted him to be essentially the best character in the game, wanted him to be meta for a while, that it was going to be hard to power creep past Luke Skywalker because of how iconic he is. So Galactic Legends seemed like a perfect way to do that because they are going to be great characters for a long time the way they are set up. And it definitely surprised me when we found out that he's not. So here, we'll look at the requirements real quick. Well, I'm not gonna read through all of this, but you can see right here it's almost like getting a Galactic Legend, though. It really is. So Relic 3 is a steep gear, especially if honestly, it's really that Gear 12 to Gear 13 that is so expensive. It's like $100 gear level or it's something crazy. And there's going to be a lot of characters: Captain Han Solo, Rebel Officer Leia Organa, Lando Calrissian. Those three, I would say, almost nobody except your biggest whales or your biggest Rebel fans are going to have them at Gear 13. Even Wampa, Darth Vader, even Hermit Yoda. A lot of people are not going to have those, so that's going to be very expensive to get. So it is a very steep paywall. It's not something I will be getting from my account. And here's another frustrating thing, by the way. If I wanted to whale on this, I couldn't. I absolutely couldn't. I don't have the guild tokens to get Hermit Yoda and Wampa. And they've got one pack, but it's not one you can buy over and over again, so it just gets a few shards. But I mean, it doesn't matter because I wasn't planning on spending $20,000 to get these guys. 20,000. I meant to say $2,000, but even then, I don't know. To get these guys, but even if I wanted to, I couldn't. There are going to be some people who might want to spend on this character who literally cannot because they haven't got Hermit Yoda, they haven't got Wampa, especially for new characters. Malik and General Skywalker require that currency, so everybody's either using it on them or saving it for them, and a lot of people are not going after Yoda and Wampa. So that's very surprising to me that they've included them without including packs that you can max them with packs. I thought maybe they've even having some of those like where you get 5 to 330 shards for the $12.99 crystal, something like that, but not it can't even do it. But anyways, on to his kit. So I know that's what I'm getting a bunch of questions on. What do you think about his kit? Let me flip over here, and I'm not gonna read through the whole thing. You guys can read, I hope. I don't need to actually read through the whole thing, but I do want to give my thoughts. And my first thought is, why the heck is he not a rebel? There's no excuse for Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker to not be a rebel. That just boggles my mind that they've designed this kit around him being a Jedi with no rebel synergy whatsoever. And that especially when they require you to gear up these rebels, they're acknowledging that he fights with rebels, that's what he is, but then they don't make any of these characters useful. And I don't know, going back to these characters, there are different things they could have done with them. There's some. No, I'm not gonna get into what they could have done. That's for another time, another discussion. I'm not gonna make this video longer than it needs to be. His kit. Okay, let's get past the fact that he's not a Galactic Legend. He's not a rebel. He's ridiculous to obtain. How is he going to be like to play? What's his place in the meta? How is he going to be fun? And honestly, that's the big thing with this kit. I think he's going to be extremely fun. And I don't think he's Galactic Legend level, but he's going to be very good. And he's going to be, I think, going to be able to beat pretty much any team that's not a Galactic Legend. And the big thing is his leader. So he's got a nice basic, adding max protection, getting removing crit damage from the enemy, a very nice AoE stun. Sorry, that's the second one there. This Jedi's Will, inflicting blind, calling assist, getting this Jedi's Will. This Jedi Will is awesome. Ignoring defense, people don't understand how good ignoring defense is. That is such a major boost to offense and damage, being able to ignore that defense. It is absolutely huge. It is a massive buff. Plus, you get the speed and offense on top of it. Let's go. The one I want to look at is the leader, because a lot of people for some reason they don't think this leader is very good. This is one of the better leads in the game. The only thing is that just drives me crazy is this leader ability is not active if the enemy side has a galactic legend. And to me, that's just lazy game development. Like, it's okay, we don't want this character to be able to beat Galactic Legends. We don't want him to be the best character in the game. So we're just going to say he doesn't work against teams with Galactic Legends. So we're not going to build the team or the kit appropriately so that it has the rock, paper, scissors that we want. We're just going to say it doesn't work against Galactic Legends. And I hate that. I absolutely hate it. I can't stand it. It's such lazy game development. But, okay, get past that. Getting past all the negatives. So many negative things right now. But there is a really lot of positive, and I think this is going to be very fun. So light side allies get plus 15% crit chance, crit damage. Double for Jedi. That's decent, but that's not the main part of the lead. The lead is, so at the start of each Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker's turn, all enemies are reduced to his base speed until the end of the encounter, and their speed can't be manipulated after their speed is set. His base speed is recorded at the start of the encounter before buffs or debuffs are applied or anything like that. So basically, if you can get Jedi Knight Luke to go, you're gonna win. That's basically all there is to it. If you can get him to go early in the match and reduce everybody else's speed, you're going to win. Yes, there are going to be some counters. Like I've already got some ideas in mind there on kind of taking advantage of this, but some of these characters you've got modded with plus 160 speed. Some of them are way up over 300, up over 350. There are some very, very fast characters in the game, and you're going to mod Luke to be extremely slow, and you'll see why here with this next part. How you can because I said he's got to go early, or he doesn't have to, but it's an advantage if he can go early. And then we don't know what his base speed is, but anywhere in between 100 and 150 or something like that, you're essentially putting minus 200 speed, minus 100 speed on the other team, and though that's a huge game changer, an absolute huge game changer, and it's going to completely cripple the other side. If you can get him to go early. So if you're countering against this, if you're trying to theory craft on how to beat this team, you can't let Jedi Knight like Luke Skywalker take a turn very early. Or that speed's just going to be gone. And then you've got a lot of fast Jedi that will just be running laps around you. And then, so the second part of this is all Jedi allies, with the exception of the Old Republic, gain this ability, Heroes Arise. And that's dispel all debuffs on all allies, call all Jedi allies to assist, dealing 20% less damage. There's some hard-hitting Jedi out there. That's going to be a huge mass assist. Then they all recover 25% health, protection, and they gain that Jedi's Will buff that I talked about how great that is. That plus 25% offense, plus 25% speed, ignoring defense. Again, that ignoring defense is huge. I cannot overstate how big of a buff that is, being able to ignore defense. We've seen that with somebody like Watt and the tech he assigns. Being able to ignore defense is so big. And then Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker gains 100% turn meter. So the initial thought seems to be get a very fast Jedi. So Shaak Ti's the fastest Jedi in the game, up at like 189 base speed or something. Hermit Yoda's very fast. Yoda's very fast. There are some fast Jedi out there. Add them to the team. Get them to go quickly. Use this Heroes Arise immediately, so you get an early mass assist. Then you get Luke Skywalker to get 100% turn meter. And then everybody else loses all their speed, and you're just rolling from there. So it's going to be a very, very strong team. And then so that ability is on a shared cooldown, immune to cooldown manipulation, and has a cooldown of 10. So 5 characters on a squad, they share that. So essentially, after about 2 turns, every 2 turns through the lineup, you get to use that again. That's going to be, and again, it's nice, a nice heal. Luke Skywalker getting 100% turn meter and then doing all of that damage, especially as you're getting through the lineup the second time. I don't know. Some of those characters are still going to have Jedi's Will and be doing massive damage on that mass assist there. So it's going to be a very, very nice lead. Again, the problem is you're losing a big part of that lead against Galactic Legends. I don't know if they're going to be able to beat Galactic Legends or not. That's still, I don't know. He's still got a very good kit. I'm not 100% convinced that he can't beat Galactic Legends, but I'm definitely putting my money on the Galactic Legends are going to be the better teams. Your Rey and your Kylo are still going to be the 2 best characters in the game. I don't see Luke jumping them, but he's going to be up there at the very top, and he's going to be able to, if he's the lead, pretty much any Jedi squad is going to be extremely good. As long as you can get them fast enough to, you're nerfing the other team's speed, and then it's going to be crazy after that. You can use 4 leftover Jedi that you weren't using before, and you're going to be able to crush teams. And I don't necessarily know about, again, I don't know if they're beating Galactic Legends, but let's look away from PvP. He's going to be a boss in the light side territory battles. Absolutely. You're going to, he's, with all the turn meter that he gets and everything going on, you're going to be able to just cruise through some of these waves, I would think. You're going to be able to constantly heal health and protection, so you can heal yourself up at kind of at the end of the waves, or beginning of the next wave, reducing the other team's speed so that they're not taking very many turns, and doing huge amounts of damage. So this is going to be a great way to clear waves in light side territory battles. He is, I think that's going to be the biggest thing for him right here. Is I think he's going to make the light side territory battles. I shouldn't say make him a joke, because those are still rough battles. But this is going to be an outstanding lead for that. Absolutely outstanding. And I think we're gonna make some progress on light side territory battles with this, especially on some of those, like early on where you've got the Jedi, the battles that require Jedi. It requires several Jedi, so then you're down to kind of your second and third tier Jedi in some of these battles. I think he's going to work very, very well, very, very well in light side territory battles. So I think that's going to be a huge opportunity for him. So, and I don't know, I'm excited to try all this out. It is kind of, the release timing is a little frustrating. So I guess if you get him at the beginning of so this starts in 3 days. Territory battles just started today, so we're gonna miss some of the first waves of territory battles, and we're gonna have to wait a whole month to kind of try some of those. Some people will get him for the end of the territory battle. We are on light side, aren't we? Now I'm second guessing myself here on where we're at. I've got my game pulled up. I have not looked at. Didn't we just do dark side? I think we should be on light side. I'm going to feel like an idiot now if I pull this up when we're on dark side, because I haven't clicked in here, even though it's been up. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, we are on light side. Good. Was second guessing myself there. sorry, guild. I haven't done my battles yet. We've still got 24 hours. But anyway, that's where I think he's going to be very, very good. So I think this is an awesome kit. If you just showed me this kit and I didn't know that it was Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker, I would be super excited about it. Absolutely super excited about it. If I didn't know the requirements to get him, I didn't know who it was. I think with it being Luke Skywalker with the green lightsaber and all the basically the face of the franchise, I was just expecting a little more. I expected, again, more. This doesn't feel like it fits him. It's a Jedi lead, but he doesn't fight with any Jedi. There's no other Jedi at that point. He fights alongside rebels. So I just don't. As far as a Star Wars fan, I don't like it. As far as a theory crafter and playing the game, I absolutely love it. Hoping I can get some of you out there will be awesome. Let me get my hands on them to play around with them a little bit, maybe do some testing videos of that type of thing, because I obviously will not be getting him. My account's way too low for this, and I'm not spending that much money to get him. But yeah, be sure to stay tuned. I know you guys are awesome. I have a feeling there will be some people out there who get him that will at least help me make some videos if I don't get to actually run the team myself. At least help me out with some videos, do some theory crafting, and I'll definitely be having that on the channel. So be sure to like, subscribe, all of that. Stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more coming. So I appreciate it. And I'm excited about this. I got to look past all the stuff that where I don't feel like he fits what I expect from his character. But from a gameplay perspective, I'm super excited. I'm ready to get into this, and I can't wait. So thanks a lot, guys, and I'll be seeing you later this week.